Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for joining us today. We are very happy and excited to be here. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that we are situated on the traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and we are on Treaty 13 territory. We are grateful to have the opportunity to live and work on this land. Thank you for joining us today in our Canadian Lab launching event. We are very happy to receive all of you. We can see friends, partners in the community that embraced us when we came to Canada 5 years ago. And it's very, very meaningful for us to start this project that will connect and engage all of us with bridges around the globe. My name is Raquel Bechá. I am the CEO and founder of Canada Start Hub. I'm also the co-chair of the Innovation, Science and Technology Committee of the Brazil-Canada Chamber of Commerce. And I'm here as member of the board of directors of I2A2, Institute of Applied Artificial Intelligence, that is organizing and launching the Canadian Lab. We are here also to accomplish at least 3 goals, let's say. The first one is to celebrate the launching and know more about the Canadian Lab. The second goal is to meet the finalists of the first DMZ and Canadian Lab pitch competition. They're gonna be here live with us, and there are 5 finalists. And the third goal is to network and with outstanding leaders share and collaborate and think about potential opportunities and synergies. For those who don't know us yet, the I2A2 is a nonprofit organization that helps communities and governments manage the impact of AI on society through professional updating and entrepreneurship. We want to build positive change using artificial intelligence for good. We invite all of you to join us on this path to create and collaborate of a more united and engaged innovation and innovative ecosystem. Together, we stand as leaders, embracing diversity, equity, and inclusion. Canada is the heart of innovation and the hub of groundbreaking technologies, forward-thinking entrepreneurs, and a diverse pool of creative minds. In a cold winter country, we found a warm place to live, a place where you can call home, and we are welcome as newcomers. I believe in the Canadian global vision, and that's why I work guiding other international entrepreneurs to come to Canada and expand their business globally. Together, we embark on a journey to showcase the potential that Canada holds in shaping the future. Let us also acknowledge the partnerships we have fostered locally and in other countries around the globe. I would like first to thank the DMZ, Data Ventures, and the Canada Start Hub team for the support. I also to recognize what has been done before us, because many people that are here today dedicated many hours of work and create an ecosystem surrounded by business incubators, accelerators, centers of innovation, chambers of commerce, private and nonprofit organizations. And the other thing is that I'm thrilled to start this program first with Brazil. That is in our heart, right? Our collaboration exemplifies the power of international collaboration in driving progress and fostering economic growth. We are pleased to have here today the Deputy Consulate of Brazil in Toronto, Alexandre de Piana Lemos, and Christina Horry online, Trade Commissioner of Innovation for the Canadian government in Brazil. She'll share a few words with us later. Thank you so much for both of you for being here. Now I also want to invite the Executive Director of DMZ and CEO of DMZ Ventures, Abdullah Snobar, to speak. Thank you for opening the doors for us and believing in our vision. The stage is yours. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Raquel. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you all for coming to the DMZ. I know that it was started off by saying that it's a cold country, but in a warm place. And surprisingly, this has actually been a warmer winter. So don't take today as the example for what the whole winter was. It was actually much better than this. But as a quick story, because I always like to start off with stories, and we're starting off with Brazil. I spent a month in Brazil, maybe 2 or 3 weeks before the Olympics started there. And I had the good fortune of traveling around between Rio and between Sao Paulo and between Salvador, and I went up all the way up north. And I gotta say, I've been all across Latin America. There is no better food than the food in Brazil, and I can assure you that that's a. And I've been to Argentina and I've been to Uruguay. Nothing beats Brazil. But on a serious note, it's an absolute pleasure. And obviously, for those of you that have been here, you know the work that we do. For those that have not been here before, the DMZ is a tech ecosystem supporting really high potential entrepreneurs and growing and scaling their businesses locally, but also globally. So it was actually when Raquel reached out to us and talked about this opportunity to partner, it was a no-brainer. For us, we are a global operator. We find partnerships across the entire world to support founders in their journey and growing and scaling their companies. And the launch of the Canadian Lab today is an example of that, and being able to find great partners and kind of going on this journey. I know that the mission statement is building impact. And DMZ was actually built on the back of creating impact for our local community. And then eventually recognizing what we've been able to create, we said, how do we take this impact and grow it globally? So it's something that we're very, very attuned to. We're excited about the potential of where this can actually land. And we're also very excited to see the pitches today from the Brazilian companies and what you have to offer. I will say that we're going to be present at the Web Summit in Rio, which I know is happening next month. It's a huge seal of affirmation about the maturity of the market and the innovation economy that's happening in Brazil. So this is just a small sample of that today, but we recognize that there's so much more to be done. So we're excited about this potential partnership in terms of where it can go and how we can expand it out. But more so for today, I'm really excited to see the founders' pitches and seeing how we can hopefully have you be part of our network. My colleague Zizi in the back will always remind me of our plugs to make sure that we talk about the programs that we have. Our incubator program, our Crown Jewel program, is actually going to be opening up its next cohort next month in April, and the applications will be closing at the end of this month. So for those of you looking to apply and enter the Canadian market, please do, and we'd be delighted to review and hopefully have you join us in this program. So without further ado, I don't want to take up too much time, but it's an absolute pleasure to be here. And know that this is the beginning of hopefully a very fruitful partnership that we can continue seeing through. So thank you all, and make sure that you after this, get a chance to enjoy some really delicious food. Not as good as Brazil, but hopefully up a bit better than Argentina, we'll say. So that we'll leave it there. Thank you all. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Abdullah. It's great having you as a partner, and thank you for opening the doors for the Canadian Lab here at DMZ. So now I would like to introduce you for our guest, Christina Horry. She's a Trade Commissioner of Innovation of the Canadian government in Brazil. And she's kindly here with us online to joining us today and talk a little bit more about her goals and the partnerships and projects she has been doing in Brazil to enhance and showcase innovation, connecting and building these bridges around the world. When we talked, we saw so many synergies, and so I'm very happy she could join us today. Hi, Christina. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me well?
Yes, perfectly.
I have no idea how I'm looking in the screen, but it is a great pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation to be part of this special occasion. I'm here representing the government of Canada to celebrate the launch of I2A2 Canadian Lab. I lead the innovation file. I'm based at the Consulate of Canada in São Paulo, in Brazil. I'll be at Rio Web Summit as well, so do give me a shout if any of you are coming down. Canada and Brazil share a long-standing relationship. Brazil holds a strategic importance for Canada, and we share some strong numbers. Brazil is the third large economy in the Americas and Canada's most important trading partner in South America. Brazil is also Canada's second largest foreign investors in the America. We have a bilateral agreement for science, technology, and innovation for over a decade, also to strengthen collaboration between the two countries. Canada, as we know, is an important global leader in artificial intelligence. It was the first country in the world to implement a national strategy, investing in talent attraction, capacity building, progress on research and innovation, and accelerate commercial outcomes. We see some exciting results out of this strategic approach. Having built a strong network of AI centers across the country, we have one of the largest concentration on AI talents in the world and seen an impressive increase of almost 60% of new AI patents in 1 year only. Brazil, on the other hand, has a vibrant and dynamic innovation ecosystem with the largest market for startups in Latin America, hosting 13,000 startups, 24 unicorns, representing 60% of the total startups in the region. A country with 200 million people who are enthusiasts about digital technology, Brazil emerges as a leader in AI consumer within Latin America. Today's partnership represents our shared vision of bringing Canada and Brazil closer in a meaningful and essential alliance, especially in the light of the rapid transformations AI is bringing into our world in both challenges and opportunities. As artificial intelligence continues to reshape our societies and economies, it becomes increasingly crucial to build like-minded partners to protect our collective well-being and pave the way for prosperous futures for all. I2A2 Canadian Lab will enable building this path, exploring opportunities between AI communities in both countries to learn together, identify synergies, share knowledge, and create bonds in both countries. Hope many Brazilian startups make the most of these opportunities and benefit from accessing Canada's innovation ecosystem. So congratulations to I2A2 and DMZ DataGa support for this amazing initiative. I wish you all a beginning of a successful and meaningful project and look forward to hear exciting results. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Cristina. Thank you so much. I hope we'll be together next year and celebrate how much we evolved in the journey. Thank you. We didn't know each other in Brazil, but we arrived in Canada in the same year, and we found so many synergies and purpose. I want to welcome Evandro Barros. He is the founder of I2A2 and CEO of DataGa. Evandro, please join us.
Thank you for coming. Thank you, everybody. So I asked ChatGPT to write a speech for today. So it would start like, dear humans. Okay, I'm just kidding. I2A2 starts in 2016 when me and my partner Celso in Brazil, we would like to start an AI company So on that time was like something really hard to do because neither me and Celso knew too much about AI. So was like we are looking for an opportunity, to build a new company. So and leverage this amazing technology. So in order to start the company, we had a decision to start some meetings in our building. So every Thursday during the night, we had the meetings. So every week, the first week, we had 2 people. And the second week, 3 people. And the third week, 4 and 5 and 6. And after that, we start to make our meetings in a college, in a local college, and we jump to 100 people. And so we took some meetings just to talk about AI and to talk about what you have been learning in this field. So we try to connect the people in India, in Finland, in UK, so people that knew a little bit about AI, but they could share with everybody what they were studying or something like that. And after, I think, the first 1 year or 2 years, a partnership with NVIDIA, the tech giant company, now is the tech leader in AI computing, join us and support us to start a program in Brazil. And we jumped from 100 to 1,000 people. So NVIDIA was like helping us to train people on that time. And after NVIDIA, we started a partnership with IBM. So IBM made a donation with like a $200,000 in powerful computing to AI. So we start to training people and running models at the same time. And after that, we had a contract with the Brazilian government to train people. So far, we have been training more than 3,000 people in Brazil. And right now, we have 1,000 students. So I2A2, the Institute for Applied Artificial Intelligence, is a way to connect people and to help government and communities to manage the impact of AI. So we have been talking about a lot about AI, but we know there's a lot of concerns. So I2A2 help governments to manage that. And you do that based on 3 pillars. One is AI for good, so projects that can impact people using AI to solve social problems. The second one is entrepreneurship. So the people can compete using AI and create new solutions and they hire people and make money as well. And the third pillar is the upscale people. So people that don't have a background in AI, don't have a background in engineer, but at the same time they can learn how to leverage this technology and how to apply this technology in their tasks in their company. So that's what we have been doing so far. The Canadian Lab is the second step in I2A2 history. So the Canadian Lab is a way to connect companies worldwide to the Canadian ecosystem. So I came to Canada 5 years ago, and Canada is so different from Brazil that everything was quite weird here. It's not only about the winter. So, and try to understand how to leverage the Canadian ecosystem is not so easy, because Canada has a lot of things. Like we have a lot of programs. We have here very good universities. We have a very good institute, but it's quite confusing how to put all the stuff together. So the Canadian Lab is a way to connect people that is outside Canada, but would like to use Canada as their lab. So this way we can connect the expertise outside Canada with the opportunities in Canada, and both sides can enjoy this ecosystem. So that's what I2A2 Canadian Lab aims to do. So in order to do that, you need to have good partners. So the DMZ is for sure the first hub that come up to our minds when you think about excellence. So again, you have more partners like Concordia University, you have a Queen's University, we have Mila in Montreal. So we are connecting these points with companies, not only big companies, but startups as well. So right now, it's really expensive to compete in AI. So the problem with that is few people in the world, few companies actually right now can do something very, very interesting in AI by themselves. So if you want to process something in AI right now, you need to expend, for example, $3,000 in computing or something like that. So it's like $300,000 in computing. So it's not for startups. One way to solve this problem is to have some partnerships that you can use or share infrastructure to produce something. So that's what you want to do with I2A2 Canadian Lab. So for obvious reason, Brazil is the first place. So it's the first connection that we have. We have here some Brazilian authorities. In Brazil, we have a partnership with the government and universities as well. Probably this year, we're gonna have a new hub in Latin America with partnership with I2A2. So we are talking with Peruvian government right now. And we are talking with UK as well. So that's our mission here, connect Canada with the world. And why Canada? Because Canada is right now the most important place on earth for AI. So, and few Canadians knew that. From Canada, deep learning comes from Canada, generative AI comes from Canada. So part of you can see on ChatGPT comes from Canada. So Canada is producing that every single year. So in the last years, Canada becomes the place with with more AI researchers in the world and the place with more AI startups in the world. So it's a place to be connected. So this way, other countries can compete and we can be more democratic with AI situation right now. So that's all. Thank you for coming. And let's move forward.
Thank you so much, Evandro. It's inspiring, and we are excited to see the next steps and collaborate with all of you that are here today. Oh, this is very meaningful. I know many people came from different cities, 2-3 hours from here. Oh, I'm very grateful for that. When we started the collaboration with the GMZ, Zizi suggested that we could showcase the Brazilian startup companies on a pitch competition. And demonstrate the potential that they have to expand globally. And in less than 2 months, we prepared the competition, we did the selection process, we did the evaluation of the companies, and then we made it happen. So today, we introduce to you the 5 finalists from this first GMZ and Canadian Lab pitch competition. We have here today Vent, Data and Culture, No Leak Defense, Computer Network Security. We have Groove List Musicians, Grazing, and Tommy Global Hospitals and Healthcare. They are from different areas, different sectors, and different regions of Brazil. So we can showcase a few things for you to know, a sample about what you have in the country. So please watch the pitch competition, and after we are gonna have a pause and the DMZ committee will say the result already today. So we are going to know who is the winner.
Hello, my name is Isabella, and I'm here to introduce you Vent. Vent was conceived with the primary goal of placing data at the heart of organizational management and decision-making processes. We integrate our clients' internal data with external market and economic data, consolidating everything into a single platform. Then, we implement data analytics and data science tools to obtain insights and predictions from this data, thereby facilitating informed decision-making. We attack the needs of the company that wants to become data-driven, from architecture, integrations, the analysis of the data, even the culture of the company. This is achieved through our platform, where we integrate data from different sources, as previously explained. Then, we organize and make the data available to analysis and utilization in AI. Finally, we present these insights through fully customizable dashboards tailored to the user's preferences. Here's a snapshot of one of the screens from our platform, displaying data from various sources. Here, a screen focused on financial data. Here are some of the softwares that we already have integrated to our platform or in integration phase. About the monetization, we have an initial onboarding cost, which is based on the API's integration, analysis to be conducted, and their implementation according to the client's visual identity. After the onboarding, there is a per-user cost for platform and maintenance of the integrations. A little bit of our portfolio. We have attended big industries as Vibra, Dell, along with the major hospitals in Porto Alegre. We also maintain partnership with government and work for medium and small-sized enterprises. In the realm of AI, we have already developed several algorithms, including a manning forecast algorithm tailored for industries and hospitals, recommendations algorithms for government. Our growth over the past year has been remarkable, both in terms of projects, volumes, and revenue. Here are some of our indicators, such as MRR, ARR, and number of customers. We have participated in various accelerations, and currently we are situated at Technobook, has been a part of some of the accelerations. And now we are at Navi, the hub of AI from Technobook. Additionally, we have expanded our operations with a branch in Minas Gerais. That's our team. And that's the van. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Rafa Olibardi. I'm the founder and CEO of No Lake Defense. Our team is composed of multiple backgrounds, both in AI and security. So I have awards from the Royal Academy of Engineering in the UK and Singularity University, working with security and AI. Nicolau has a very strong background in B2B sales for very large security corporations. Evander has a very large experience building AI companies. And Professor Anderson Soares is one of the leading AI researchers in Latin America as well. No Leak have some very good investors. So in Canada, we have Next AI, Next Canada as our investors, and also Brinks as our investor as well. And we also have multiple grants received from Brazil with the most important research centers in Brazil. The problem that we are tackling is that even though we have a lot of security cameras and sensors deployed. They are never used to prevent crimes, to prevent incidents, but rather after they have happened, or just by looking at images without anything that is a risk, for instance. And we saw an opportunity joining AI with this in order to detect and prevent crimes using behavior analysis automation. So pretty much we are building a security operator that is 100% autonomous and is able to learn by itself. That's how we call Agatha. Agatha is our AI that's able to learn by itself how to detect any anomalies and not regular behaviors, leading to cost reductions, leading to a much more faster incident response capacity, and also preventing multiple crimes. Very simple to use, receiving your alarms with the video in our web platform or in your mobile phone straight away in real time. In a real case, we were able to reduce the costs and optimize the process into a security central monitoring. So we have reduced from more than 20 staffs into one staff looking at the video footage at all. So this is the before and after image. Video analytics markets is one of the fastest growing market, reaching around $75 billion by 2025. In our market size, so North America, we have around 150,000 companies working with security. And if we go to the final users into the B2C space, we can reach more than $30 billion. We have a software as a service business model, charging a setup fee and then a subscription based on the amount of cameras. Right now, our LTV to CAC ratio is 106 times. We have multiple competitive advantages, mainly the self-learning, because Agatha is a security operator that's able to learn by itself, or you can teach it with natural language processing. And we can transform any existing camera into a very smart security operator. We can use Agatha for multiple use cases because of this self-learning ability, such as smart cities monitoring, intrusions, bad behaviors, retail loss prevention, and also safety as well. Right now, we are reaching $200,000 in annual recurring revenue with over 60 customers and some very large customers into the security space in Latin America as well. Here is the platform. So this is the look of the platform. We can treat and check the alarms right here, opening the camera in real time. And then if you go into the pre-screening phase, we can see the alarms. We can teach Agatha by using these buttons if this alarm is correct or not. Or we can also teach Agatha by using natural language processing. So just like a human operator, you can teach him, okay, I want to detect a person for more than X seconds. I want to detect a person with this uniform. I want to detect a person doing this kind of activity into a security area. So you can really self-teach and show Agatha what you want Agatha to show you. So this is a very interesting feature that we have no other competitors doing this at this moment. Thank you very, very much. If you want to go into this future of security, just come talk with us. Thank you very much.
Max from Groovelist, an online platform that allows media and entertainment companies to find and license music fast using artificial intelligence. So normally, the different companies that are looking for music for their productions, those that are films, TV shows, commercials, and video games, they normally go to multiple music libraries online, listening tracks one by one in order to find the perfect track for the production. So once they finally find the perfect track, they have to make sure that that song has the rights to be licensed, and finally to get an agreement in terms of the price of the track to license it. So if they don't agree in the price, or if they don't find the rights for the track, they have to start the search all over again, and this could take them up to 6 months. So the way that we're solving this with group list is basically by gathering all these different music libraries in one place by indexing their music using different APIs and other technological methods, and basically helping the customers to find the perfect track within all these different music catalogs and libraries using artificial intelligence. So the only thing that they have to do is basically going to YouTube, look for a reference track that they could have, let's say a song that is from Bruno Mars, and they can copy the link of that song from YouTube, pasting that in Groove List, and then they will have a list of, 30 to 50 very similar tracks that come from all these different music libraries in a couple of seconds. All the music that we're indexing have all the rights to be licensed. So for them, it's great that they are able to find the perfect track in a couple of seconds and licensing them in a matter of minutes or a couple of days, instead of these 6 months that usually takes them to make the same task. So the cool thing, and regarding other platforms, is that instead of uploading track by track from different independent artists or composers, we are directly working with these different music libraries in order to upload, for example, tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of tracks at once. And our competitors, for example, they are doing this in the old-fashioned way, which is by uploading track by track from the artist. So this allows us to grow faster than anyone in the market in terms of content. On the other hand, the team is a very amazing one. I have to say that we are very well accompanied. We have, for example, Javier, who's the CFO, who has been in the music tech business for over 5 years with another startup. He was supported by Capitol Records here in the US. We have Matias, who has been in the music industry for over 10 years and 8 by working in one of the most important music aggregators in the world called CD Baby. Myself, I've been in the music industry for 10 years by co-organizing music industry conferences in whole Latin America, over 60, and even in the US, I was able to organize networking activities for the music industry, connecting over 45,000 artists with 15,000 professionals. Also, we have our legal director, Paulo, whose expertise is IP and software. He's working for the worldwide organization of IP in Switzerland. We have Felipe and Jorge, who are in charge of the catalog team. They are going after the different music libraries in order to index them. And on the technological side, we have Francisco, who is a senior developer. He has expertise in AI and also in other different technologies. He's also a full stack developer. So he has been the perfect guy to make this vision a reality. Myself also, I have helped with the code. So it's been a great experience in terms of working together as a team to make this happen. Also, we have other people that have been joining us in the last year. We have a couple of advisors. One of them is the CFO of Sony Music, Steven Rousseau, and George Macias, who is the former global director for music licensing department at Universal Music, and Travis, who was a high executive in companies like Live Nation and also Ticketmaster. So as I said before, we're very well accompanied. We are raising a $1.2 million seed round. We already have $800,000 committed by a Chilean VC firm, and now we're looking for the next partner that will support us to go to the next step by putting the rest of the $400,000 in the round, and also helping us to scale this company. So thank you so much for watching this video, and hope to see you very soon. In a meeting with you. So take care.
Hello, I'm Carolina Bram, co-founder of the startup Raising. We develop an app to efficient pasture management. We know that meat industry is an important economic driver in Canada, as well as in Brazil. In Canada, there are around 19 million hectares of native rangelands used for cattle production. The native rangelands in Canada are concentrated in the southern parts of the country. They originally covered about 61 million hectares, but only now occupy about 20% of the area. A similar pattern is happening in South America. The Pampa biome, which has a unique biodiversity in the world, lost 20% of its natural vegetation since 1985. In southern Brazil, the native rangeland area reduced from 9.7 to 6.2 million hectares. Here in Brazil, the main reason for this is the replacement of native rangeland areas with soybean crops. We believe that it's possible to promote the conservation of biodiversity by increasing animal productivity, consequently increasing the economic return to farmers and making livestock farming competitive. How? By adjusting the forage supply. In southern Brazil, we have more than 35 years of research results, which show an increase of 283% in animal productivity by correctly managing the pasture. Let's apply the research results to farmers. Considering an area of 50 hectares of pasture for beef cattle production, it's possible to increase the economic return to farmers in $471 per month. For dairy cattle production, considering an area of 20 hectares with 20 lactating cows, it's possible to increase $2,173 per month the economic returns to farmers. But how to easily balance the livestock demands with the available forage supply to maximize animal production? It's simple with grazing app. We develop models that estimate pasture growth using vegetation indices, soil moisture, and meteorological data. By using satellite images, we are able to extrapolate the results to any place in the world, such as Canada. How? Just defining the pasture area that we'll be monitoring. The grazing app has three solutions. First, balance livestock demands with the available forage supply, where forage is harvested to sustain livestock, but adequate ungrazing residue is left to sustain rangeland ecosystem function. Second, balance livestock demands with the available forage supply, providing supplement during vulnerable periods. And third, provide effective rest periods after grazing to allow range plants to recover. Let's see how grazing app works. First, we select beef or dairy cattle. Then the stocking method, continuous or rotational. We enter some information about the animals, such as live weight. We select the pasture as native rangeland. We enter some information about the pasture, such as pasture height, and we receive the result according to the solution selected. Our business plan is software as a service with recurring monthly subscription from $10 to $50 according to the pasture area. And now we have 48 active users. Our team have extensive experience with research in animal science area. Me and Lidiane and Eloy are the founders. I am responsible for research and development. Lidiane is the CEO. Gustavo Duarte is our technical analyst. Rebecca Escotá is the marketing specialist. And Mateus Quadros is the software developer. We want you to be efficient, quick, and precise. So, be grazing. Thank you very much for your attention.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Alessandra Menezes Morelli. I've been an oncologist for more than 20 years, and since 2018, I am the CEO and co-founder of startup I2A2. You know that up to 12% of cancer deaths are related to the 6% of cancer patients undergoing chemotherapy need to visit an emergency room at least once a year, and 63% of them need to be hospitalized. And this generates a cost of at least $22,000 for each hospitalization. The value proposition of I2A is that by using I2A platform, cancer patients have a 30% improvement in quality of life and a reduction in the use of health system and hospitalizations and emergency room visits by at least 50%. I2A is a digital platform that presents to patients as an app where they can report what they are feeling, and an algorithm gives immediate advice related to the seriousness of each side effect. On the other side, the health team can also monitor in real time what their own patients are reporting through a web dashboard, and also connect proactively through the chat between dashboard and application. We are a SaaS company. We sell license per number of patients monitored to clinics and hospitals, to health insurance plans, to pharma industry programs, and also have the possibility of the white label. So far, we already have some clients in Brazil, all over the country. We are based in south of Brazil, in Porto Alegre. The difference in I2A lies in its algorithm, which issue an immediate advice related to the seriousness of each side effect of the patient reporting. Also, we have the founder market fit. We are 3 doctors who share a long friendship, together with a software engineer who is helping us in implement this project. So far, we already did an acceleration program in the USA, in San Antonio in 2022. At this moment, we are just closing a deal of seed investment in Brazil. And with this investment, we plan to scale up in Brazil and Latin America until the end of this year. For the next year, we are planning to go to other continents, especially North America, and get the approval of FDA and Medicare. We expect at least 76 million deaths by 2030, and will be happen in 70% of these deaths will happen in low and middle income countries. We also expect an increase in costs of cancer by at least $232 billion, representing 60.9% increase in cancer treatment costs. And we know that the scaling up treatment and the quality of care of treatment and the quality of care 6.15 per dollar invested and avert 7% of cancer deaths all over the world. So let's join us and help to save millions of cancer patients' lives. Thank you.
Wow. And I was happy to see that we had like women leaders, men leaders, different regions, diverse group. So now we have a break. The DMZ committee will now deliberate and decide the winner of the competition. We are gonna know there as soon as we come back from our brunch. So I invite you all to join us in our network moment, register this moment with the testimonials that we are recording, enjoy the brunch, and we'll come back at 1:30 p.m. to announce the winner and also share another outstanding opportunity for Brazilian startups and startups that want to come to Canada. So we have surprises in the end. So stay here, and you have a goal to connect at least with 3 people you don't know yet, right? So that's the goal now in the brunch time. Don't just gather the people that you already know or that you came with. Connect with others to really know each other and enjoy this moment, bringing something new for you, for your house. Okay? Thank you, and see you here at 1:30 p.m. where we are going to announce some news and the winner. Okay, so I want to invite Fernanda Avi, member of our board of directors at I2A2, to speak a few words and communicate some of our new partnerships and collaborations we are doing. Thank you, Fernanda.
Hi, everyone. I'm Fernanda. I'm a partner at I2A2. And I'm also here representing the west coast of Canada, all the way from Vancouver, which was super sunny and warm yesterday. But here we are. So I just want to say Canada has long been recognized as a global leader in AI, with thriving economy, talent, research institutions, and all the organizations here in Canada pushing the AI agenda. However, for us to truly get to the power of AI, it's important for us to build bridges and not walls between Canada and the other countries. At its core, the I2A2 Canadian Lab is about building a better future for all of us. Through collaboration, knowledge exchange, we have the opportunity to tackle some of the most issues we have in our society. Climate change, healthcare, social injustice, education, those are all issues that with the power of AI, we can solve it together, starting here in Canada. By forging strong partnerships and establishing robust programs, we aim to position Canada AI institutions as a beacon of global leadership. And part of this plan, I would like to invite Regina, the CEO of Dream2Be, to talk about her new initiative that will allow 10 AI Brazilian startups to come and grow here in Canada. Evandro brought DataH, and I2A2 to Canada with the support of the team from Dream2Be. And that already shows the potential impact that initiatives like this can bring not just to Canada, but to our world. Regina, please.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for staying. I know after lunch everybody wants to have a little nap. It's an enormous pleasure to be here. I came especially for this event from Brazil. I'm Canadian Brazilian now. I used to live in Vancouver, and I came especially for this event because see Evandro and his team doing what they're doing today with Canadian Lab. It's just it's truly a dream coming true for a lot of us. Some are getting on board right now, which is extremely welcome and special as well. But as Raquel was saying, for the people that especially are in the beginning, we are since 2019 with as part of the board and with the idea of this hub to come to reality today, and see this really become a reality, and with so strong partners like DMZ, and DataH, and Concordia, Queen University, and all that. It's just it is really, showing how much we can do when we come all together. My company is called Dream2Be, so that's why I talk a lot about dreams. I truly believe that, once if we dream, we can really make happen, especially with collaboration. I started my company 9 years ago. I'm also a startup, and we have brought so far 50 companies to Canada. So Evandro was one of them 6 years ago in our AI and blockchain batch. So we truly believe that Canada is a very important hub for AI, and it's time to really take that space and claim that Canada, it is one of the main hubs, the AI hubs in the world. We see what has done with Evandro and with lots of other companies that come out of here. Even though Evandro's from Brazil, I personally was in the first days when we brought him, to Canada. I saw how his company and he personally really grew as a professional, being in an ecosystem that's a lot more fertile, I would say, than Brazil, for example, or some other countries. Is not to say that we don't. We have amazing companies in Brazil, and that's why DataH is here, like other companies as well. But when we collaborate with countries that are definitely in a different stage, everybody wins. So, and that's what we want to keep doing with the Canadian Lab, and now really more towards AI. So I'm here today to announce a new batch of startups that we'll be bringing to Canada. This time we'll be in partnership with GMZ and with DataH Ventures. So we aim to bring the 10 most promising AI startups to Canada and help them to become global. So we are really excited. This is it's going to be our 7th batch, but it'll be the first one completely focused on AI. The only one that we had before was actually with, as I said, when we brought Evandro, but that was AI and blockchain. And now we're going to be able also to offer lots of AI contents provided by I2A2 Ventures. So we are really excited with this partnership, and the companies you also join GMZ Startup Visa program. So they really have a real chance to become global companies and succeed. So I'd like to welcome all to helping us to share the opportunities with potential startups in Brazil that would like to join us. We also have opportunities for investors that would like to collaborate. Imagine if you had a piece of I2A2 back 6 years ago. That's the opportunity that we can give to you guys today. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Regina. Yes, you're right. We have so many precious diamonds in Brazil, and we can collaborating, expand their knowledge, their resources, their talents to really go global. You're right. So now that everyone is expecting, I don't know if you can put the teams from the startups here on the screen. They are probably watching us. We are ready to announce the winner of this first DMZ Canadian Lab pitch competition. The startup winner will have a fast track to the incubator program at DMZ, tickets to Collision Conference, and a seat on a soft landing program in Toronto in June. So it's a huge opportunity. We invited today 5 teams to join us for the finalist process, but we had hundreds of applications. It was something very special for us to know how many companies are with potential to expand globally. And now I want to communicate that the winner of the first DMZ Canadian Lab pitch competition is No Leak Defense. Congratulations, super team. I'm so happy for you. Well deserved and so important, the technology that you are bringing. Congratulations. I don't know if you can say a few words. Let's see. Muted? I think you're muted.
Yep, yeah.
Now I can. Yes.
Great.
Perfect.
So I can see the screen over there. I would like to thank you very much. Since the beginning of No Leak, we are starting with our purpose, which is to protect more than 1 billion lives of citizens all over the world. And we are very grateful for this opportunity and for this award. Thank you very much for everyone that made this possible. For the other startups, I know that the difficulty level was really, really high. So thank you very much for everything.
Congratulations. And congratulations also for all the finalists that went here today and went through the process, the ones that registered, that take the first step and were brave to start pitching in English and connecting with the Canadian ecosystem. I want also to thank all the partners and all the leaders that came here today to celebrate the launching of the Canadian Lab, and friends and companies, startups, and many people from our community that we really value. So enjoy the rest of the event, the delicious food. And I also want to thank Stan that is there recording this memorable moment for us. Thank you, Stan. You are always supporting the Brazilian companies, the startups, since I arrived here. And I'm very grateful for that. Okay, so thank you very much, and enjoy the event. Congratulations, No Leak team.